Today on Us Weekly's reality recap, we finally got answers on the big Vanderpump Rules secret. Plus, Carl and Kyle get emotional at the finale of Summer House. Howie, Mandel, and Andy Cohen make amends, and Lala Ken shares her thoughts on Sandoval on Watch What Happens Live. And Brock Davies reacts to the rumors that he hooked up with Raquel.
This is the problem with the audience and social media, is these things can just come out because someone wants to say something, and there's people on the receiving end of it. That was our relationship.
We got that plus so much more on today's Us Weekly reality recap. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here with Us Weekly executive producer Mandy Camp. And Mandy, we made it. We are at the finale of Vanderpump Rules. Did the secret live up to the hype for you?
The second time was actually during Mexico.
No.
Yes.
You know, some of you commented that it was going to be about the timeline of their relationship, which obviously we found out it was about the timeline of their relationship. Yeah. I feel like it didn't live up. I feel like after all that hype, I wanted it to be really crazy. And we have some of your fan theories, so we want to get to those. But Christina, did it live up to it for you?
No, not at all. Not at all. I was like, okay, I kind of figured. I figured that they were having sex all over the place.
Right. The only thing that was crazy for me is that she did this, it seems, behind his back.
Yes. Because she's like, Tom's going to kill me. And I really wonder... But I mean, at that point, it's not like they're saving any relationships. It's not like Ariana was going to make up with him or it's not like they're going to salvage any sort of relationship anymore. I guess she was just at the point where she's like, I'm done covering for this guy.
I guess he was the only person in her court.
Right.
So to destroy that relationship, who does she have left besides her family?
Right. Nobody. All right. Well, let's get to what your fan theories were. First up, Felicia said that maybe Rachel slept with the producer. Or Rachel. Maybe Rachel slept with the producer. Sorry. Love that.
So good. I like that one. Another one, and I didn't want to hope that this was true, but I thought, oh my God, if this was true, this would be insane. Tracy said that she also slept with Randall.
Ooh. See, a lot of people I thought were saying that maybe she also slept with Schwartz in Mexico, but we found out that she slept with Sandoval in Mexico. Yeah. Gayla says, I think they will show video footage they didn't realize they had, showing affection much sooner, like the prior season. That was a good guess as well. That probably would have been more shocking to me if they were way earlier. Producers kind of covered it up. That would have been more shocking.
Yeah, definitely. Amber said perhaps LVP is casting now for Vegas Vanderpump Rules, and the LA Vanderpump Rules will now be filmed at Schwartz and Sandy's. Don't think so. Didn't happen. Yeah. But I did think that a lot of you commented things like that, and I did think maybe there's some truth to it, but...
Right. There's some rumors going around that the Vanderpump Valley might happen with, a lot of the old... like Jackson, Brittany, and Kristen. So who knows, maybe there will be some sort of spinoff, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. Yeah. And then Carmen says maybe the big secret is Tom and Rachel getting married. I can see that upsetting lots of people, especially if Bravo knew of this or has stuff on film to support this and no one told Ariana or prepared her for what was coming. The production crew does become very close with them, so you would think that they would intervene, but I think they aren't allowed. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be getting married anytime soon.
Nope, not after that revelation. So let's get right into last night or tonight's. As you can see, it's dark out. We're live with you guys. So let's get right into it. I guess, should we start from the beginning?
I guess. I mean, it's just I don't know. I guess maybe I just went into it with such high expectations. I felt like I was going to get more. Right. But I think it was a lot of what we knew. But I mean, for me, what was most surprising was that Rachel just showed no emotion during the entire thing, which once again, until the end, until she was beaten down and she couldn't take it anymore. But she really, people are pouring their hearts out and she's just stone cold face. It's kind of crazy.
Cold face. And then also his tears seem almost worse.
Yes. The crocodile tears.
The crocodile tears. He just seems like he went into the bathroom and put Visine in his eyes and held them in until he got out there on set.
Well, and then when the two of them are backstage after Rachel was done and they're sitting in the dressing room laughing, what?
She's changing in front of him?
She's changing in front of him. They are very, very comfortable with one another.
Very. Very
like, and so it kind of makes sense. Like you wouldn't, if you were just seeing each other from January till March, I don't think you'd be that comfortable with one another.
No.
You've been seeing each other for a very long time. Like this has been going on, and I don't know. There was just no remorse to her whatsoever.
No, she's, a lot of people have thrown out the term sociopath, psychopath. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with it because it seems like something's off with both of them. I mean, a lot of people call him a narcissist. It all seems quite true.
It is. But I thought Ariana held her own when she told her to go F herself at the cheese grater.
Oh my God.
Dying.
Some of the one-liners were insane.
Yes.
Insane tonight.
It really was.
Another person, I can't remember who said it, but someone said that she should be mentally evaluated, maybe Lala. And then she said, I am being mentally evaluated. And of course, we know that she's been, at some kind of help center for a while now. Yeah, it's a lot of mental health stuff, which obviously is very serious.
It is. It kind of makes me think, like, after watching her revelation and everything like that, and seeing Lala on Watch What Happens Live being like, I don't know if reality TV is for her. I don't think it is. I don't think that she's going to be back on this show next season. I really don't.
Think she should be. For
her
mental health.
Yeah, I think that she's done. I think that her family's probably going to intervene as well, and I don't think that she's going to be back on this show. Interesting that she met his mom. His mom knew about this affair. Like, it's just so, and like, it's still lying about that she went to St. Louis to visit his family. Like, we have the photo evidence. Yeah. Like, it's, I don't know. This whole thing is just so crazy to me. And like the lightning bolt necklace and how they were just so brazen with everything and just put it all out there in everybody's face, dressing up like her for Halloween. Like, it's just weird. It really is.
Really strange.
Yeah.
Really strange. Do you think that they can last? Do you think that there's any hope after she did this interview behind his back, allegedly? Unless that was part of the plan. Do you think that was part of the plan where he was like, why don't you go on and be super honest?
Yes. And like get people to start maybe feel bad for you because, Lala on Watch What Happens Live was like, I don't know. Should I be feeling bad for her? Should I feel like this? Yeah. And I don't know if a lot of people are really going to have sympathy for her, but maybe that is all part of the plan. I mean, he coached her through the reunion. Why wouldn't he coach her through that? I don't know. I don't think that they're together. I don't think that they're going to be together. I think Lala said again on Watch What Happens Live, I feel like he's moved on, and I feel like he has as well.
I do too.
I could be wrong.
Hope for them. I don't think there's any hope for them. Whether or not it's all calculated or scripted or whatever, I don't think there's hope for them in the real world. Even last week, someone said that, so the whole Xanax thing where Tom Schwartz took the Xanax out right before, and apparently Tom Sandoval said right before that, green light. Yeah. A lot of fans were theorizing that, Tom Sandoval said green light, and Tom Schwartz knew that was when to take out the Xanax, and it was all set up to distract from the fact that Raquel was coming out. I mean, I don't know. Lala even said like she didn't think that was true. Who really knows anymore? But that's how I am right now with this whole show. I just don't really know anymore what to trust, what to think.
No, I don't know either. I don't know.
I know not to believe those two.
Right. No, definitely not to believe those two. And then the fact that she said that she wanted to be in a throuple with them, and he was like, I don't think that Ariana's going to go for this. Like, what?
Bizarre.
It's so bizarre.
A lost puppy dog.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like he kind of, maybe he manipulated her into, lifted her spirits up and like gave her the attention that she wanted. She gave him the attention that he desired, had sex without her shirt on, probably. Asshole.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so great. So that must be the comment that Andy was referring to.
Yes,
today.
It was. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what did you think about that comment? So basically he said that Ariana and him were still having sex while he was hooking up with Raquel, which is so insane. And instead of just saying like, what a shithead I am. Yeah. He said, Ariana was wearing her shirt. How sexy.
Like, get out of here. Like, who do you think you are? You white nail polish wearer. Asshole. Like, get out of here.
My jaw was on the floor. That was the most shocking part to me.
Yes.
Even what Raquel said later on.
Right. Like, who do you think you are? You are not God's gift here. Yeah. Like, you are just a karaoke singing, white nail polish wearing bar owner in a strip mall. Like, get out of here. Like,
another 10 plus years. Like, yeah, sometimes you're gonna wear your shirt when you have sex. Sorry.
Right. Yeah. Seriously. Love to see what, oh my God. I don't know what this person thinks he is. It's nuts. And
I keep going back to the fact too, like where I feel like if they had approached this whole reunion differently, where if they were super apologetic, never said one negative word, but he was attacking people left and right.
Right. Yeah. Like almost like, but I think so many people were like, what did you expect was going to happen from this? Yeah. Did you expect us to be like, great, I'm so glad that you and Raquel are in love, which they both admitted.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not going to support this. We're not going to get behind this. You guys went behind everybody's back. Like, this is not how it's going to work.
No.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was love. Maybe it was lust. Maybe it was the excitement of trying not to get caught. But I just don't see that this is ever going to work between the two of them.
Oh, no.
I just don't know how the show is going to work anymore.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go next. Like, I don't see it anymore. Yeah. I don't want to see Jax back. I've said it a million times. I just don't.
Yeah.
I think that anything that Jax will be involved with will seem kind of contrived and scripted. Right. I don't want to see Kristen back. I don't want to see Stassi back. I don't know if I want this show anymore.
Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see where this show goes from here in the future, because I don't know if they can really, I don't know if Sandoval can shoot with them anymore, because Schwartz was on Brittany and Jax's podcast and he said that he really hasn't talked to him either. So it seems like his only other friend in the group was Schwartz. And if he's not talking to him either, what's the connection?
It's over. I think it's over.
I think it's over too. But I mean, at least they went out on top. I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. Would you want to see the show without Sandoval? Like, I mean, as much as everybody hates him, I mean, it's still a good story to watch. I don't know.
What is the show without it? So
what is the show without it? All right. Well, Andy Cohen, moving on to some news. Andy Cohen revealed that he and Howie Mandel have exchanged messages since the bombshell Howie and Tom interview, and everything is copacetic again. He teased during Andy teased during his radio show. He said, "Guess who DM'd me? Someone that I was in a feud with." When his co-host and friend John Hill failed to correctly guess, he revealed that Howie did reach out to him. Said, "Howie Mandel DM'd me over the break. He DM'd me and said, 'You're making amazing TV. I was honored to be your jackhole.' I love that." And I DM'd him back and I said, "Howie, being in a feud with you," feud in quotes, "was my honor," with a bunch of hearts. So I feel like Howie and I were back. As we know, he had this bombshell interview with Tom Sandoval that a lot of people were like, "Howie, you didn't do your homework." And but it seems like all is well.
Yeah, it seems like they broke bread and everything is fine in that world. So all good. We know that Lala Ken was on Watch What Happens Live tonight. What did you think about her appearance?
I mean, it was kind of like a rushed appearance, it was a short amount of time. And she said that, maybe she does kind of feel bad for Raquel now. She doesn't really know how to comprehend this, I guess.
Yeah.
And it does, like, watching it back, it seems like, Raquel was Tom's little puppet and she kind of did what he asked her to do. And maybe this was her being like, I just can't take it anymore. I can't keep up with the lies.
Yeah. I mean, like we said already, the big revelation was that Raquel did this post interview after the reunion saying that the timeline was wrong. I feel like there's some redemption for Raquel in this interview. It wasn't so much that it was so shocking of a revelation, but the fact that she did it behind his back was shocking to me.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some hope for Raquel after all.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, before we get into a Summer House reunion, we did catch up with Brock, Sheena's husband, recently, who had this to say about all those Raquel hookup rumors. Take a look. Your name got thrown into the mix that you and Raquel hooked up back in the day. What was your reaction to that?
Mate, I was too busy creating Homebody, building a company, and then selling it. I have no time. It's just, when that came out, it was very kind of like hot. It was upsetting because like friends of ours were reaching out, like, "Are you okay?" to Chyna. And I was like, I know they're caring out for you, honey, but they do realize like this is the problem with the audience and social media is these things can just come out because someone wants to say something. And there's people on the receiving end of it. That was our relationship. Didn't add to any of it. It didn't help. So it wasn't fun to deal with it, even though Chyna and I knew this question was still getting asked. Did anything happen? And then to have to tell your wife no, it just doesn't feel good having those conversations. So no, it wasn't fun. No. But hey.
Do you feel like maybe Chyna and maybe even you two, like, is it ever like now your guard is up when it comes to making, having new friends? Because, you guys trusted her so much that Chyna even said that she would trust you in bed with Raquel. I mean, is now like maybe guard up a little bit?
No, I think I love the fact that Chyna and I are very open and warm to people. That's just who we are. And you've seen for 10 seasons of Chyna getting walked over because she's consistently nice to people. We're not going to change that aspect of it. It just definitely we've maybe not been the best judge of character. The problem is everyone that approaches us gives us their best self. And so it's very hard to try and weed that out. And you know what? I don't want to be that, and I don't want to have that person. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to have that perspective on when I meet people. I don't want to come off and be. I'll be warm and welcoming. And if you have a bad day, you have a bad day. It's not my problem.
Yeah. Do you think that there's any way that Sandoval makes his way back into this friend group?
Listen, that's up to them. I stepped out, as you saw in that conversation, because it's not my place to say anything. These guys have had 15 years of friendships. I've been around for 4. I'm in no position to have a conversation about this. For them, it's up to them.
Yeah, so he didn't really pay that much attention, and it seems like those rumors are long gone. We're not even focusing on that anymore. But and then while Vanderpump also wrapped up, so did Summer House, and this was also an explosive episode. What did you think about Carl and Kyle? Carl kind of breaking down, Kyle breaking down about this. Kyle saying that Carl was coked up at work.
I thought that it was so sad that the last conversation that Carl had was over this confessional that he did season 1 of Summer House, he said. And then obviously his brother passed away later on. I thought that was a very real, very raw moment. And I felt like Kyle felt horrendous for having said that he showed up to work coked up. Mm-hmm. I believed Kyle. I believed Carl. I felt like this friendship is going to be okay because they really need each other.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that they ended up, while they were, had a rough start of the season, I think they ended up in a really good place. And I'm hopeful for the two of them. Still don't know if I'm hopeful for Danielle and Lindsay. Yes, they said that they like broke bread, had dinner after the reunion. But since then, and since the reunion, I was like scouring social media. I'm like, are they going to post any pictures together? Are they back on track? It doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't think so. I think that Lindsay is in another place. You know, I feel like Lindsay has moved on. We saw her stoic personality or face come through in the last episode. I don't know about this friendship. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I feel like they were in two different places of their lives. And, after seeing how your friend reacts to your engagement like that, like screaming in a pillow, and then, how Lindsay reacted to that last conversation, I just don't see them really. I think that they'll be, civil to each other, but I don't think that they're going to have this friendship that they once had. And this is another show. It's like, where do you go from here? Right. We've talked about this, for the past couple of weeks. Like, what's the show going to look like? And
I don't know. Because I don't care about Sam and Corey. Like, they're happy.
Yeah.
Good for them. But there's no drama. There's nothing. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting that Lindsay and Carl did not reach out to Danielle after she broke up with Robert. But Robert weird. And Carl still talked. I don't know. That was weird. It's like when somebody is also going through a big life change and you were once their best friend. Like, it just seemed odd to me as well.
Right. Would you go to their wedding if you were Danielle?
Probably not.
No, I don't think I would either, but I think she will be invited. I think that she will go. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I would if they didn't reach out to me after that breakup.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's like, look, they're not going to be there for you. You're not going to be there for me. So yeah. I don't know. And then I'm seeing a lot of people on social media being like, well, Sierra and Paige shouldn't be on the show anymore. It just seems like nobody should be on the show anymore.
No, I know.
I don't know what we're going to do.
I don't know, you guys. Send us your thoughts.
Where do we go from here?
Totally.
All right. Well, time for our social spotlight, where we discuss who caught our attention on social media. Who caught your attention?
Something about her, of course, the new sandwich shop by Ariana and Katie on TikTok. They just posted this video of the two of them walking down the street, listening to a Lauryn Hill song. And I just thought it was very baller of them, very girl power. So good for them.
While this was a couple of days ago, mine goes to Lala. She just launched her TikTok, so it's very hysterical, but she did an impression of Raquel at the reunion. So take a look.
I feel like I should have written her like a handwritten note or something. All of the repercussions are like starting to really plug in. Where am I?
Spot on. Totally nailed it.
I loved it.
Totally nailed it. All right. Well, that is it for this week's episode of Reality Recap. Mandy, we did it. We made it through Vanderpump. And wow, what a ride. We made it through Sandoval. I survived Sandoval. Here we go. Well, please, everybody, let us know in the comments. What did you think about the big bombshell? Where does Vanderpump go from here? There's so many questions, and hopefully we have some answers within the next couple months. But Mandy, it has been a pleasure.
It has. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.